Welcome to Narrative Crusade's first 10th edition retro battle report. Today we will be using the Kansas exhibition match lists, the Death Guard versus the Astra Militarum. Couple of quick notices: our campaign pack for 9th edition is wrapping up now. Please remember to submit your results, it will impact future campaigns. We are still giving away a Warhound. Once we reach 2,000 subscribers, that Warhound could be yours. And this month we are even giving away a combat patrol to our Patreon members. Thank you to the people for supporting so far. The army lists for today will see the Astra Militarum, a heavy number of artillery units in addition to transport units and squads. Scout Sentinels play a key role to this list because they can spot for the artillery. The Death Guard have got Mortarion, the standard 3 Plague Burst Crawlers in any good competitive lists, some Plague Marines and Blight Lords, with the new Lord of Virulence playing a key role there because he can reroll all shooting attacks. Deployment sees quite an aggressive front from the Death Guard, with the Astra Militarum taking the typical parking lot approach and sitting their artillery at the back of the board. The Sentinels in position to spot for the artillery to improve their ballistic skill and hit rolls. Death Guard win the key roll-off, making some aggressive early moves. Mortarion opting to give everyone nearby benefits from cover. The Plague Marine squad actually creates one of the new ritual sites. We move into the shooting phase, very disappointing. Only a few minor injuries and scratches from the Plague Burst mortars. They get a little bit keen and forget to cleanse in the middle there as well. Moving on to the Astra Militarum, the Sentinels move forward. There's a lot of auto-cannon shots there, with the Sentinels all taking the flat 3 damage auto-cannons. The Taurox having twin-linked auto-cannons as well. They all line up on the Plague Burst mortars. There's a huge amount of hits go in. There's a huge amount of wounds. There's a huge amount of saves. It comes down to the last crack missile. It hits, it wounds. The armor save is failed. 1 damage is done, leaving 5 remaining until a CP is used. It goes into a 6. The Plague Burst mortar is down. The Basilisks and the Wyverns chip away at the Plague Marines, killing 6. In return to this, the Death Guard deep strike all of their Terminators in with the Lord of Virulence. The Plague Marines get out the Rhino. They opt to create another ritual site, giving Death Guard control of 3 objectives in the middle of the board. In the shooting phase, the Plague Burst mortars try to shoot the Ratlins hiding at the top left hand corner of the board. They kill 4, leaving that engage on all front score still available as long as they pass their battle shock test at the beginning of next round. Mortarion and the virulent Blight Lords all shoot away at the Sentinels. They do hardly any damage at all. Sentinels actually quite tough now, even against Death Guard shooting. In combat, they roll a massive 11, managing to surround the Sentinels. It's not looking good for them. The Blight Lords dutifully beat them all down. They all die. Not only that, they are within 3 inches of the squad at the back. They manage to pile into base-to-base contact, but shockingly, only 2 of the Blight Lords actually get onto the objective. In the Militarum movement phase, they decide to go all in. All of the Krieg squads, the Command squad, Lord Solar's squad, and the Tauroxes do everything they can to line up shots on the Blight Lords. They dutifully do so. The Blight Lords take cover. It's a good strat. It gives them the benefits of cover, -1 AP. Only 4 go down to the entire army shooting. Death Guard, it seems, still quite tough, despite claims they might not be. The Plague Burst mortar in the middle gets hit by a number of auto-cannon shots, doesn't take any damage. Not looking good for the Astra Militarum at the end of turn 2. Death Guard movement phase 3, shift up. The Blight Lords can hardly move, they're -2 movement. Mortarion can't get the other side of the Sentinels. It looks like they're going to have to face another round of shooting. The Plague Burst mortars finally take down that last Ratlin. The Blight Lords manage to take down the 4 Cadians and the Krieg squad. Last laugh though, the Cadians can come back. All of that effort to get rid of the engage on all fronts, and 2 CP, they can bring a squad back that's been taken down. Looks like they're going to be able to get that anyway. An entropy cannon finally does something and destroys the Sentinel. The Plague Marine squad at the top of the board, killing the red squad of guardsmen down to a single man. Astra Militarum, turn 3. They're going to have to pull something out here. Well, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Mortarion completely whiffing, doesn't kill any of the sentinels. They still might be in with a chance. They move within flamer range of the Blight Lords. It's a gotcha moment. Overwatch comes in, kills the whole squad. No more grenades. The grenade strat, quite worth looking at. Can do mortal wounds even to Blight Lords. Doesn't do anything, sadly, on this occasion. Shooting phase. They switch targets. Some artillery goes onto the Blight Lords in an attempt to slow them down. The Sentinels spot and the Death Guard at the bottom of the board, killing 4 of them. 1 remaining, still hanging in there, still scoring points. Combat phase. Mortarion gives himself a telling off, finally destroys the fort, the 2 Sentinels in 1 round of combat, causing something like 20 wounds. The Plague Burst Crawler defiantly runs over the last guardsman in the squad. Moving into the final phase, because soon it's looking bad for the Astra Militarum. The Death Guard swing in, they wipe up the final squads, the command squad goes down, the Lord of the Astra Militarum goes down, the tanks do the sensible thing and drive away. Thank you very much for listening to this very short 6 minutes and 15 seconds battle report. Please, if you're enjoying what we're doing, like and subscribe. It does go a long way. And remember, our Patreon members will be receiving a giveaway every month. Thanks for your time.